Good morning. Welcome to today. I'm Beverly Jane, and we're going to do some yoga. Grab 2 blocks and a strap and a blanket if you've got them. All right, we'll get started. Welcome. I heard somebody on my meditation this morning say, welcome to today, and I just loved that. So I think that's going to be my new little hello. Welcome to today, because every day is a little different. And we're not tomorrow, and we're not yesterday, we're today. So welcome. We're going to start off sitting on our blanket, on our seat. One more sip of coffee. And take your take your comfortable cross of your legs. And put your hands on your knees. And feel yourself just take all that welcome to todayness in. Settling down, settling, sitting, rooting. And then as you sit, just feel whatever's touching the earth or your blanket. If you can sit up on a blanket, that's extra comfortable with your feet off, knees off the blanket. And then just gently rest your hands on your knees, palms down. So you feel a sense of gravity, of opening, of softening, of rooting. And then imagine running down the length of your spine actually turning into the trunk of a tree. So your spine is long, and then at the base of that trunk, it stretches out and roots out, and you feel yourself plugging in to the earth. So we often wake up in the morning and we start plugging into our devices, our calendar, all the different things that we are anticipating and looking toward. But what happens if we just unplug that for an hour and plug into the earth, plug into our mat, plug into our body? And as you plug, as you root, begin to become aware of the tilt of your pelvis. Noticing if your trunk is a tree, if you're leaning forward at all, or leaning from one side or the next, or rounding back if your tree has a big hump in the bottom curving down. See if you can just be a nice, tall, one of those lovely trees that you would pick up at the nursery and bring home because it looks so strong and steady. And then you plant it and you water it. And those roots grow and search through the earth for whatever the earth has to offer. So in this state of stillness and plugged innedness, we are receiving from the earth her energy, her nourishment, her steadiness. Just feeling this sense of calm, steadiness. And feel the fabric of your pants underneath your palms on your knees. Feel the bones on the knees, the tendons on the inseams of the knees. Just feel your whole hand spread out and connect with the legs. And imagine sensation running down those shins, finding that touch point where the shins cross. A little electricity there. Running down into the ankles, feeling the ankles root down, little tendrils of roots growing from the outer edges of the heels, pinky toes. Dropping you down, rooting you down, and as you root, you draw energy up through your trunk. You grow a little taller and you feel the crown of your head float up as the chin floats level with the earth. Feel your neck with all kinds of beautiful open space. And the shoulders gently soften back as you begin to find a little bit of contraction between your scapula, shoulder blades starting to hug together. Feeling your heart open as you do that. And then finding that strength in the core, in the belly. Just feeling those subtle movements, moving so slowly like a little snail. Seeing yourself plugged in and noticing those roots. How deep do they run into the earth? What color are the roots? Do they glow? Are they furry? Are they smooth? Envision your roots breaking through layers of topsoil, layers of clay, passing through old fossils, bones, fault lines, cracks and shifts in sediment, deeper and deeper and deeper, breaking through ancient compacted rock, deeper into the center of the earth where everything is hot, glowing, liquid. And the energy from the earth runs up, up, up your roots, up into the seat. The pelvic floor gently lifts. You feel your chakras awaken and enliven from root to crown. Envision those wheels of your chakras spinning, turning from the root chakra, glowing bright red, moving up into the sacral chakra and the low belly, glowing bright orange. Feeling that energy move up into the solar plexus, glowing bright yellow, everything spinning like little water wheels. Running up, awakening your heart space, feeling your heart melt open a little bit more with that heat and energy, glowing bright pink, bright green. Our heart being a place where we hold duality, we hold conflicting emotions, we hold giving and receiving. Drawing energy up into the throat chakra, bright blue, when we feel our throat soft, we feel our breath pass through, in and out with ease. We envision our voice flowing steadily, easily, speaking our truth, believing our faith with trust and ease. Moving up into the third eye chakra, seeing that glowing bright purple right between the center of your eyebrows. Possibly taking the eyeballs up to that point, focusing on that third eye space, awakening the intellect, feeling the whole body enliven in all its beautiful color, all its facets, and all that energy from the core of the earth shooting through your body up out of the crown of the head in bright white light. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your shoulders soften, your seat root, your legs open. You are steady, you are glowing. You are like the sun. Hot, alive, awakened, energizing all that witnesses you. The flowers turn their heads when you walk by. Your cat comes up to feel your warmth. Breathing in this beautiful glow. And then set an intention for your practice today. Maybe something around gratitude, the Thankful Thursday. Maybe just connecting with the earth, connecting with nature. There's a lot of gratitude wrapped up in that. Take one more breath in. And exhale, soften down the shoulders, let the body relax, release, and start to find a little lateral sway left to right, as if we were in Cobra and we're doing that little drunken Cobra. So we're between two panes of glass, per se, in space. Our body stays facing forward, shoulders squared, and we're just moving side to side, finding the lateral movement of the spine, warming the sides of our discs. Letting the whole spine participate, the whole stem of your little plant now, all the way up the neck, softening the neck from one side to the next. And then pausing the next time you're in center. Peeling your heart open, now moving from your heart space. As you shine forward, seeing bright light glowing out of the heart, shoulders back and down, heart open. Exhale, drag from your heart space back between the shoulder blades, letting the spine round, letting the chin drop. Inhale, heart peels open. Moving now the spine forward and backward, inflection and extension. Exhale, rounding. Really sensing this movement originating in the heart space. Like your heart is being tugged in two different directions by a great big rope. And you're managing it because you're flexible, because you're compassionate. You're being dragged backward, you're being dragged forward, but you're still rooted right in the center, finding a little give, finding a little take. And then pausing in the center, change the cross of your legs, opposite leg in front, observing how that feels, observing your roots. Maybe they're a little uprooted, maybe they need to find their way back down into the earth. And then bringing all your awareness up into the throat chakra, seeing that throat long, bright blue, glowing, and then just observing the range of motion you have in your cervical vertebrae, turning your head left to right as if you're very gently saying no to someone who is asking you to do something that is not something you want to do. You don't have to be vigorous and you don't have to be forceful. You're just owning your truth. No, thank you. Nose to the left and to the right. Feeling the rotation of the cervical vertebrae, pausing the next time you're in center. And then maybe someone asks you a question and you don't know the answer. And you cock your head over to the left. I don't know. And then you drop your head over to the right, pondering back and forth with ease, being okay with not always having the answers. Ear to shoulder, feeling lateral flexion and extension in the neck. And the next time you come to center, pause. And someone asks you something that you are totally game for, and you bow your chin down in gratitude. Yes, You lift it up in praise, nodding the head, yes. Chin to chest, chin to sky. Feeling that whole sensation of the word yes in your body. Not every answer needs to be yes. Not every answer needs to be no. Not every answer needs to be known. Pausing in center, shoulders soften, spine long, trunk strong, roots anchored. You are steady, you are strong, you are here and present. Bring your hands into your heart. We'll begin with one big, nice Om. Exhale, empty your lungs. Squeeze out every drop of air. Feel your ribs squeezing into the lungs squeezing into the spine. Inhale. Your hands up to your jaw. Give it some gentle pressure with the fingertips up into the temples, up into the hair. Give your hair a little tug. Squeezing the roots, releasing tension from the face, the jaw, back and then back of the head, the nape of the neck. And then take your left arm up and over to the right ear. Gently soften your head or the shoulder. Float the right fingertips up. Spin your palm up to the sky. Spin the whole inside of the bicep up to the sky. Chest opens. Drop that shoulder blade down, down. Inhale, lengthen the side of the neck. Exhale, soften the head toward the shoulder. One more breath in. And then sliding that hand over to your opposite ear. Feel the weight of your head like a bowling ball. Gently press it up with no tension in the neck. Opposite head comes up. Opposite arm spins open from the shoulder. Hollowing out that armpit, shoulder softens down, and anchor your right ear toward the right shoulder. Breathing down the length of your neck, shoulder, arm. Using your breath to find more space, more release. One more inhale. Exhale, release your left hand. Slide your right hand over to the right ear. Gently press that heavy head back up to center. Chin into the chest. Trace your collarbones over to the left, over to the right. Left, right. To the center. Float the head up, arms up. Heart open, exhale, hands through the heart, fold forward, let the back release. And then just moving in whatever way feels good, sweeping from side to side, maybe making big circles with the torso. Rising up, or just hanging out on the earth. Listen to your body, what does it want right now? Maybe more plugging in, maybe more awakening. Changing directions, whatever you're doing, finding some balance from side to side. And then pausing just for one last breath, palms up on the knees. And out. Feeling the sensation of the tingling on the palms, on the fingertips. The energy that's dropping down from the air around you into the palms, like a little air plant receiving its nutrients, its water, its life from the air. Soaking it up from every direction. And then find your hands on the earth. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale into cow pose. Exhale, press up and back. Downward facing dog. Feel your whole beautiful long spine now. Hanging upside down in traction. Releasing. Releasing the crown of the head, the neck. Pedal out your feet, reaching long through the left heel, the right heel. And now letting your hips twist a little, dropping your right knee in, press back through the outside of the left leg. And drop the left knee in, press back through the outside of the right leg. Now inhale, both heels high, press the heart back, lengthen the arms, lengthen the backs of the armpits. Drop the triceps toward the earth, biceps toward the sky, root through the inseams of the fingers. Heels are high, tail is high. Connect to your belly, contract it strongly as you start to bend your knees toward the earth, shins toward the earth. Notice if you've got some bend in the shoulder socket, see if you can press long, lengthen the tail back from hands to tail. Inhale, lift the tail and heels, lengthen those legs. Exhale, sink the heels toward the earth. Flowing through that little movement. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend deeply, contract the belly strongly. Inhale, everything lifts. Exhale, lengthen the backs of the legs, straighten those knees. Feel your heart open here, feel your belly strong, maintain that. Spin those triceps down. Inhale, heels and tail lift. Exhale, bending deeply. Inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, straighten the legs. 2 more times, connect with your breath. See if you can keep that chest low and open. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen. Next, inhale, float forward into plank. Pausing for 3 breaths here. Spread those fingers out. Stretch the webbing between them. Like you're making the biggest Thanksgiving turkey handprints you can. Anchor down the inseams of the hands. Spin the eyes of the elbows forward. Feel your shoulder blades roll toward each other. Heart is open. Belly strong. Inner thighs spinning in and up like you've got a block between them. Reach back through the heels. Forward through the crown. 1 more inhale. Exhale, press up and back, down dog. Inhale, forward into plank. Exhale, up and back, down dog. See if you can keep your neck in line with the spine as you do this, so we're not rolling so much today as we are hinging. Inhale, forward. Exhale, up and back. 1 more inhale, forward. And bring the shoulders in front of the wrists. 1 exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, let your belly lift you up and back. Downward facing dog. Float your right leg up to the sky. Inhale, open up the hip. Scrub it out. 3 circles forward, 3 circles backward. Evenly pressing through both hands. Keeping that chest open, change directions. Warming up the hips, the glutes, the hip abductors. And then float that leg up. Squeeze your heel in toward your bum. Flex your right ankle. Lift from the lift. So you feel a little more opening up through the groin. And then kick that leg up long, stretch it out. The hips are open. Just notice how that feels with the leg long. Anchor through that left heel, firm up the left thigh. Bend the knee, bring it through, step it between the hands. Back heel drops, warrior 2. Inhaling up, exhaling, sticking into the earth, rooting, gripping the earth with the feet. Roll out your wrists. Soften your shoulders. Roll your whole arms. Loosening up any tension that formed there. Soften the neck. Lean into that front heel, lift and spread the toes, anchor down, and then root through the outer edge of the back foot. Feel your left thigh firm up, float the arms back out, gaze over the right fingertips. You're so strong and steady, you could stay here for hours. See your trunk. It's one of those trunks that splits. And then it intermingles up the torso. Drop it down a little more, building some heat in that hip. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Utthita Parsvakonasana, arms extended, side angle. You may not come down that far. Keep the waist even on both sides. Maybe the arms are out like this. Keep the head in line with the spine. Maybe you can sink a little more by dropping that right sitting bone. And then just drop that right hand, lift the left arm up and over. Just one breath to really stretch it out. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, cartwheel down, Chaturanga Dandasana, or three-legged Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths here. Next inhale, left leg floats up, bend the knee, open up the hip. Reaching that right leg long. So check out where your heel is tracking on that right leg. When we're gonna do our balance pose later, not that we're thinking ahead at all, but observe how the leg might wanna rotate in the hip socket. See if you can keep that hip square, keep the heel tracking behind the second and third toe. And make your circles with your left hip. 3 forward, 3 backward. Your belly stays strong. Let your left arm help as much as your right arm. Let the heart open. And lift that leg high. Open up the groin. Squeeze your heel in towards your bum, flexing the left ankle. Squeezing the hamstrings, dragging that calf a little closer, and then stretch out the hamstrings. Lift that leg up to the sky. Belly draws in, ribs are engaged. One more breath. Square the hips, bend the knee, bring the foot right between the hands. Back heel drops, cartwheel up. And as you settle into the feet, feel like your feet are your hands. Like, think about how sensitive your hands are. Feel your mat with your feet. Feel the smoothness of it, the bumpiness of it, the stickiness of it, the slipperiness of it. Feel with your feet. Spread those toes. Root down and then draw energy up from the earth through your mat. Roll out the shoulders. Feel that left hip open a bit more. Drop that left sitting bone down. Root and anchor through the outer right ankle, right thigh, strong. Float the arms up. Take your gaze forward. The shoulders are getting tired. Turn the palms open. Feel the collarbones broaden. Strong belly. Lifting all that rainbow energy up the trunk. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, keep those arms and chest open. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Sinking this crease. So the legs dragging in, you're deepening that hip crease. And then arms extended in a T. Maybe the fingertips come to the earth. Maybe not. Chest stays broad. Sink the left sitting bone. Every time this, I say it over and over, every time this side drops, this side lifts and lengthens. One more breath from shoulder to shoulder. Exhale, soften those left fingertips toward the earth. Let the right arm come up and over. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, flow through vinyasa, hold plank or downward dog. Your choice. In downward dog, we're gonna take 3 nice breaths. Just feel how warm and long your hamstrings are, how open the heart is. Nice, soft, strong shoulders. Spin the eyes of the elbows up. Triceps down, press into the earth. Heart opens, belly strong, tail lifts, legs lengthen. One more breath in, out, in. Exhale, walk your hands back to the feet. Inhale up halfway. Lengthen the back of your neck, engage your belly. Super long spine. Exhale, fold. Find your blocks and strap. Bringing them up to the front of your mat. And then bring that strap with you, rise all the way up. And hands into your heart. Bring the toes together, heels wide. Take that strap. We're just gonna jump right in. So if your tree pose is here, this is where you wanna be. Or here, or here. If you know that that leg can extend out, we're just gonna start there today. So spread out the right toes, anchor the right foot, find your roots. Now look at the angle of my right foot. It's not turned out, it's not turned in. It's just right underneath me. Left foot comes up to the right leg or to your strap. And then we're going to open up that hip and extend it. Utthita Vrikshasana, extended tree. So find your stability. This is where those right, sorry, I think I switched legs on you. Your right legs are standing, like your right toes want to sort of spin out here a lot of time. So see if you can keep that heel right behind the second and third toes. And then open up the left leg. Open up your chest. My ribs are flaring. I'm going to draw them back in. Support, support, support. Lift that leg a little higher. Press through the ball of the foot. One more breath. And then everybody, if you're in, everybody bring your knee forward or your leg forward. So squaring the hips. You're either here or here. Take the strap. If you're not in your strap, grab your strap. So many options. And extend that leg out. If you're already here, you're like, yeah, we've been here. Anchor down the right heel. Lift the right kneecap. Reach through the left heel. Drop that left hip. Take your hand to your heart. Left hand to your heart. You've changed hands in the strap, so now your right hand has the strap. Drop that left hip a little more. Spine is long. And spin over that left leg. Opening up the chest. If you feel like opening up the arm, go for it. Take a breath in. Arm rises up. Come back to center. Release it. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Take that standing leg and give it a little rotation in the hip socket, a little wag. Curl out the ankle. All right, second side. Either starting in traditional tree or coming into extended tree variation. Spread out the toes, root the foot. Find that alignment of the heel with the second and third toes. And then right hip opens. Or the whole leg opens. Finding a steady gaze. Best not to look at me or yourself. Find a steady point on the earth. Let your right hip drop, your heart open, engage the belly. Notice if you're leaning off to the left, root down through the ball of your left big toe. Drag your left hip in. And then find that push and pull of the strap against the foot and the foot against the strap. Lean into that tension. Heart opens a little more. And then everybody bringing the foot or knee forward, squaring the hips. Taking the foot in the strap if it's not there. Strap in the left hand, right hand to the heart. Lengthen the spine, anchor down your left heel, and peel the heart open over the right hip. Maybe the arm extends. Keep tension on that strap. Oh, I have a beam behind me. This is helpful. Breathe. Anchor, root, grow. One more breath. And unwind. Shake it out. Wiggle the hips. And now just take your feet a little wider than the hips. Take your arms out and just let your whole body vibrate. Like you're standing on one of those things that jiggles you. Makes a noise. Feel your body tingle in stillness. Float your arms up, heel toe, the big toes together. My mat is all amuck. And exhale, hinge forward, folding over, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, flow through Vinyasa or come right back into downward facing dog. Got your blocks up at the front of your mat. 3 breaths in down dog. Feeling all the heat in the hips and legs. Softening into that heat. Now take your feet as wide as your mat. Inhale, lift the heels. Spin the heels over to the left. Root the heels down and press back through the right outer hip. And feel the inside of the left groin. Reaching back behind you. Kneecaps are lifted. You have like Egyptian feet. Press evenly into both hands as much as possible. Spinning those inner arms up. And then lift both heels. Drop them over to the right. Press the legs long. Feel that left IT band. One more breath in here. Trying as much as you can to square the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale, both heels lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Come all the way down into wide knee child's pose. Knees wide, feet together, arms extended. Forehead to the earth, breathe. Take your arms back. Tuck them underneath you somewhere so you can let the wrists go, let the shoulders go. Finding gratitude for the earth beneath you, holding you up, allowing you to snuggle into her. Feeling whatever is on the ground. Letting yourself release roots into Mother Earth. Turn your head to the opposite side if your head is turned. And then rock those arms out. Come on through hands and knees. Tuck your toes up and back, down dog. Inhale, float your right leg up. Exhale, bring it forward. Rising up, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down, find your blocks. If you only have one block, have it under your right hand. We're going to float up into a supported warrior 3 first. So bringing your weight forward. Lift that back leg. Now pay attention to what's happening in your pelvis. It's squared. You can balance your block on your sacrum without it falling left or right. Reach through that heel. Firm up your left thigh. And now, with your right fingertips on the block, bring your left hand to your heart. Press the spine long. Feel from crown of the head to the heel, lengthening. Notice what your right standing foot wants to do. See if you can't keep that foot parallel with your mat. And then from here, press strongly through the right heel. Open up the left hip. Feel your heart open, hip open. Maybe you start to face the left side of the room. Woo. So as that hip opens, your foot's going to want to roll out to the pinky. Anchor down the ball of the right big toe, finding that counterbalance. And then float the left arm toward the sky. Your head and neck are nice and aligned with the spine. Either staying here, or if you want to get into the hip flexors and the quadriceps, bend that left knee, reach back for your ankle. If your balance is already challenged, that might not be what you want to do. It's not what I want to do on this side. Keep breathing. Feeling more and more openness across your heart. And even as the arms reach away from each other, the shoulder blades hug in, the heart opens, the belly is strong. One more breath. Exhale, look down at the right foot, bend the knee, step way back. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Pause here, take your hand around, support the head and neck. Lean into the front hip. Anchor the back foot. Open up the heart. Let the head be heavy. One more breath in. And exhale, cartwheel down. Flow through vinyasa or three-legged vinyasa. I don't know which leg I'm on anymore. Or hang out in downward facing dog. Lengthen the backs of the legs. Feel the sensation down the right leg, the right calf. It's hot, it's active. Lean into that heat. Open up the heart, spin the triceps down, engage the belly. Beautiful, strong downward facing dogs. And then inhale, float the left leg up. Step it through, right between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. One breath in. Exhale, float forward, chest forward. Warrior three on blocks. Look down at your foot, track that heel behind the second and third toe. Press into the heel, into the ball of the foot. Lift, drag that left hip in. Lengthen your spine. And notice one side different from the other. That's normal, that's as it should be. Just like we are not all the same, our sides are not all the same. And then start to peel the hip and body open. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Feel the whole right side of the leg lift. The right edge of the foot lift. Keep that left heel planted, the kneecap lifted. Find your head and neck in line with the spine. Heart opening, opening, opening. Maybe bending the knee, reaching back for that heel. Noticing how this side feels. If you find the heel, the ankle, lean into that bind to open. One more breath. Release the foot if you're holding it. Square the hips. Let's just do one little standing split. We'll do it on the other side in a minute. Square the hips. Let the head hang. Press into the left foot. Lift the right leg. And now step way back. Open up the hips again. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Pausing here. Drop the left sitting bone. Open up the heart. Walk the fingers down that right leg. Breathe. One more inhale and exhale. Come on down. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Standing split, second side. Float the left leg out to the sky. Reach through the ball of the foot. Press through the right heel. Let the head just hang. Heart heavy toward the thigh. One more breath. And exhale. Come all the way down to your knees. Just sitting for a moment in our hero. Feel the power pulsating through your body. The heat, the strength, the energy you stirred up. Finding gratitude for your commitment, coming to your mat, to unsticking the stuck energy, to connecting with the earth, connecting with yourself. And then coming forward, take your left knee in front of the right. Walk the feet out wide. Have a block handy to sit on if you'd like. Your strap handy. The left knee is on top. Reach out through the heels and through the balls of the feet. Take your left elbow up to the sky. Soften the hand down the back. Press the head into that arm. And then take your strap up there. Dangle it down in the left hand. Right arm out. Roll the whole arm underneath. Gomukhasana. Reaching elbows away from each other. Heart is open. And then engage the belly. Feel the steadiness of your spine. So you're not in a back bend here, but the heart is open. Belly stays drawing in. So your low back is nice and long. Sitting on that block, or maybe you're sitting on the earth or a blanket. Feeling whatever is touching the earth and allowing your body to drop roots down, down, down. And then allowing yourself to receive the earth's energy up, up, up. One more breath, opening up the chest, feeling the tricep lengthen, the spine lengthen. Exhale, start to hinge forward. You can either maintain the arms in this bind, or if you prefer, release the bind and soften over. If you have low back issues, then you might want to keep the bind just to keep your back nice and long. If it feels good to soften over, soften over. And if you can if your head's coming close to the earth, put something underneath it so you can release the neck. Roll it side to side. Maybe that block under your seat can go away now. Just see how open the hips are as you soften into them. Hamba, sigh. Let your jaw and scalp release, your neck and throat release, your hips soft, soft, soft. If your head's on a block, give it a roll from side to side. And then pausing in stillness. Reach your arms out forward. If they're still bound, go ahead and release them. Arms long. Open up your chest as you drag your arms back, finding a nice long spine, supported spine, strong belly. Float your arms up. And exhale, rainbow out, roll out your wrists. Your rainbows like little curls, swirly curlies. And now plant your feet right where they are. Walk your hands forward so you're on hands and knees. And then lift the knees up off the ground. Legs are still crossed, feet are wide. And then just walk over to the right, back behind you, spinning the feet behind you. Walk over. Keep walking until now your right knee is on top in front. This side, this hip might feel different. You might need a block, you might need more blocks, you might need no blocks. Investigate your hips. Give them a little squeeze, a little love. And then right knee's on top. Right arm dangles that strap down, elbow high. Feel the length of the tricep. Left arm rolls forward from the shoulder socket. Find your strap. And open the chest. Lengthen the neck. Reach from the crown up to the sky. From the sitting bones down to the earth. And everything in the trunk knits in toward the spine. Shine a little light out the heels. Curling the toes back towards your shins. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath here. And then maybe starting to hinge forward. Keeping the bind or releasing it. Listen to the shoulders, listen to the wrists, listen to this hip. Release it at any point. Maybe you've softened the hip enough to remove your block from under your seat, maybe not. And maybe you can lengthen the spine and fold forward, place your head on the block. Be a passive witness to your body. See it. See it with compassion, the way you would look at someone else with compassion. Through their joys, through their struggles. Find that same sense of love and care for yourself without judgment. One more breath wherever you are. Exhale, soften, soften, soften. Reach your arms out in front of you. Spider tip the fingers. Roll the chest open. Engage the belly. Lengthen to rise. Come all the way back onto your seat. Legs are extended in front of you. One last chest opener. Palms on the earth. Fingertips toward the bum. And we're going to press into those palms right underneath the shoulders. Press in to open up the chest. Engage your belly. Point the toes. Lift and lengthen the whole front body. Upward facing plank. Press into the earth. Feel the fronts of the shoulders open. Your neck is long. Not doing anything crazy with the chin. Reaching through the toes, lifting through the hips. Spin those inner thighs in and down. Find some space in the low back. One more breath. Exhale. Whew. Release back down to the earth. One forward bend. Starting in Dandasana, make sure the sitting bones are right underneath you. Arms rise. Exhale. Fold on down. You've got straps if you need them. You've got blocks if you want them. Make yourself comfortable. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Slow breaths. Make sure those kneecaps are actively lifting, quadriceps engaged. One more big long breath, finding your nicest, longest hamstrings. Open heart. Exhale, soften, soften, soften. And inhale, palms to the earth, open up the heart, rise up. And find your way all the way down. Have your blankets handy, anything you want for Shavasana nearby. Gently descending to the earth, feet as wide as your mat, just a really easy windshield wiper. Gentle twist, rinsing out the spine, releasing the hip flexors, rolling through the piriformis. This is a great day to roll on a lacrosse ball, tennis ball, something under the meat of your outer hips. And then when you're ready, pull the knees into the chest, give everything a curl, a contraction, squeeze and hug, make a face, squeeze the fist, curl the toe, and exhale. Release all the way onto the earth. If you want a blanket under the knees, go ahead and put it underneath there. Or just let yourself spread out. Like you've been making snow angels for an hour and you just decided to stop and sink into that shape. Make sure the neck is long, shoulders are soft, hips are wide. And then as you lay here within this shell of your snow angel, feel the sun come out, see that snow start to glisten with moisture as the sun warms the snow, as it melts. And then as that snow softens down, little sprouts of grasses and wildflowers start to shoot up from the earth all around you. Surrounding you with their beauty, with their wonder. And you nestle in spring to summer. You soften and soften and soften into Mother Earth. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. And I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles are returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. But here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. I say it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Feel yourself at one with the earth, flowers growing around you, through you, dropping your own roots into the earth, growing your intentions, nourishing her as she nourishes you. And then drawing in a deep breath like it's the first of your life, stretching long, feeling your eyes suddenly blink open. Taking in the glory of today. Welcome to today. Stretch long, arms over the head, feet far away from you. And when you're ready, rolling out the wrists and ankles and neck, curl up onto one side in a little ball. Pausing. Like a little snail who's all curled up inside her shell. And then feel that sun one more time, shining, warming on you. Collecting her energy and radiating that back out into the earth as you crawl from your shell and shine your own light right back up to the sun. Sitting on your seat, hands in Anjali Mudra, and then letting your mudra open, blossom the palms open. Seeing your lotus rising up from the muck and the mud and the trials and tribulations of life. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sink and settle into the earth. Draw your belly in as the lungs empty. One inhale fully to Om. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. If anybody wants to sit for 5 minutes of meditation, I'd love to have you. It's 6 minutes after right now. All right. Have a beautiful day.